हमको मन की शक्ति देना, मन विजयी करे, दूसरों की जय से पहले खुद को जय करे। हमको मन की शक्ति देना, मन विजयी करे, दूसरों की जय से पहले खुद को जय करे। हमको मन की शक्ति देना, भेदभाव अपने दिल से साफ कर सके, दोस्तों से भूल हो तो माफ कर सके, झूठ से बचे रहे, सच कदम बरे, दूसरों की जय से पहले खुद को जय करे। हमको मन की शक्ति देना, मन विजयी करे, दूसरों की जय से पहले खुद को जय करे। हमको मन की शक्ति देना।
I declare the convocation open.
Respected Chief Guest of the day, Sri M.M. Murugappan, respected Chairman, Board of Governors, Mr. Ramesh Venkateshwara, graduates of class of 2020 and class of 2021, my dear colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Convocation 2021. As you know, we did not conduct a convocation in 2020. We are sorry about that. However, considering the continued situation, we decided that we would have this convocation, whatever the matter is, whatever way we can do, the best way we can do. And in a hybrid mode, like what we are doing today, was the best possible. I thank all of you for volunteering to come for this convocation. And I specifically thank our chief guest, Sri Murugappan, and our chairman, Sri Ramesh Venkateshwaran, for giving all the strength to conduct this function today. We postponed it a couple of times. They stood with us and helped us conduct this function. The support of the whole students, the Board of Governors was extremely important in making this possible. Before I take up my formal duty of presenting the report of the Institute, let's also remember, take 2 seconds in our mind to remember those we have lost on the way in the last 2 years, in the last 1.5 years, due to the pandemic. Ladies and gentlemen, our institute, as you know, it began in 2015 with a modest strength of 120 people, 120 students. We are about 1,000 strong today, and we expect to be 1,200 when our first year BTech students join. We embrace the vision of being a leader in cross-disciplinary inquiries and recognize collective growth in collaboration with industry and academia. We emphasize blue sky research and directed research as the two pillars of technology development. And we target to become a multidisciplinary institution with a population of 5,000 in another 10 years. This, in a sense, is what our initial vision is. And as we go forward, I'm sure with more and more people coming in and more of you joining the alumni, we will have refinements onto this and we will go from strength to strength. Just run you through the history of the institute. In 2014 was an IIT in Kerala was proposed in the union budget, and November that year IIT Madras was designated as the mentor institute for the upcoming IIT in Palakkad. In 2015 January, approximately 500 acres of land was earmarked in Palakkad. And in August that year, IIT Palakkad came into being, and with the first batch of students at the Ahalya Integrated Campus as a temporary home for us. And in December that year, we formed a society to run the institute. That's how we started. And in January the next year, we had the first board meeting of the society. And in this July 2016, Lok Sabha passed a bill of establishing the 6 new IITs by an act of parliament. That's what's shown there. It is called the Indian Institute of Technology Amendment Act 2016, and that is the basic document of this institute. In 2017, January, I took over as the director of this institute, and the first phase of construction in the Nila campus, where we are standing today, actually began. The same year, we also started the MS PhD programs in 2017. In 2018, we started work on the campus master plan. By the time we had actually got the land almost ready in our hand, full land, so we could start the master plan activity. We started that in 2018, and DDF Associates was appointed as the campus master plan architect. And in 2019, the Nila campus, this campus actually started functioning, and the main campus site preparation began, and we have the first convocation. At the same year, we also started the MTech and MSc programs at the institute. In 2020 March, we formally inaugurated this campus. 2020 March, the main campus construction actually began in phase 1A. In August, Sri Ramesh Venkateswaran took charge as the first chairman of the board of governors of this institute. We had the formal inauguration of the Nila campus and the formal foundation stone function for the main campus, both in 2020 in one function. In 2021, the main events we had was we established TechIn, a not-for-profit company for anchoring our incubation and startup activities. And we started another company, a not-for-profit company, IPTIF, which is to anchor our technology incubation hub on intelligent collaborative system. We formed the first Institute Advisory Council. We had the first meeting in 2021. And I'm happy to welcome one member from that, Sri Balagopalu, who is here today. New academic administrative structure we set up with 10 new departments. We did not have departments yet, but we are now setting it up, 10 new departments. Today, the Board of Governors actually approved this. And a graduate research council to manage all the PhD programs. And we have also taken a decision to move to a credit-based system for the BTech with dual major and dual degrees being as possible things. This will come into act from 2022-23 batch onwards. These decisions were taken today. So that is a brief update up to from the starting to today, main events, as I quickly recall. Now to give you a report on the institute's status today, we have, to be precise, 972 students minus the first year BTech batch. So we are roughly, of which 972, 488 BTech students and rest postgraduate, 30 MS by research, 189 PhD, 150 MTech and 115 MSc students. We have a good ratio of male to female in all the things. The most difficult thing being BTech. Even in BTech, we have 20% now male to female students. We have running 4 BTech programs, as you know, from the beginning. We started 6 MTech programs, which includes the following, like geotechnical engineering, manufacturing and materials, data science, system on chip design, computing and mathematics, and power systems and power electronics. And we run 3 MSc programs, physics, chemistry, and mathematics. In our research programs, also there are some key important things. We started, as I said earlier, in 2017. We have MS by research in 4 departments and PhD program in all disciplines. We have a joint PhD program with University of South Brittany, and we have a total of 219 research students as of today. This is our strength, discipline-wise, faculty strength. As you can see here, in all departments, we have a total of 96 faculty on the roll. We have a career development center. Most of the graduates here already know about that. We have very reasonable placement achievements of the year. If you look at from 1819 to 1920 to 2021, you do see a good progress in the progress, even though both 1920 and 2021 was affected by the COVID, we still are managing to do quite well in the placement. And the Career Development Center also takes care of the internship, and I must say that the internship program has been quite affected by the pandemic because most people didn't want to take up internship on online internship, and most companies could not offer anything more than that. We also set up quickly when the pandemic started and we moved to online teaching. We have set up a good studio classroom for doing recording and also for online classes. In fact, the Center for Continuing Education and the Center for Education Technology, which we started here, have actually done a tremendous job in enabling online classes with whatever technology which we can use. whatever available to us, we have put that into use here. We also run many training programs using this facility of continuing education. The institute also has an industrial collaboration and sponsored research activities, a center for that. And here I give a little statistics of that. We are running about 84 sponsored projects now and 40 consultancy projects. And we also have a number of fellowships which we are administering. We have many industries which partner with us in official MOUs, and that's what I'm showing in this slide. And we also have a good industry academia collaboration which we have run for the last 3 years with many industries participating. The last 2 years it has been, of course, online. Okay. We hope next year we'll be able to go back on campus. So that's the basic setup for all the students. This industry academia conclave which we run is also with the aim of improving the connection between the students, not only the faculty but also the students with the industry, and hence enabling placement. We have started many research centers. The idea of the institute, as I said, is to be a leader in cross-disciplinary inquiries, and the institute promotes cross-disciplinary research centers. We have a few set up here which I list here: advanced VLSI system and architecture, computational imaging, physical, chemical and biological laboratory, Center for Research in Data Science, Research and Education in Data Science, and the latest one being Environmental Sciences and Sustainable Engineering Center. These centers, each of them, are multi-departmental or multidisciplinary institutions as centers. The Center for Computational Imaging works on sensing, imaging and accelerating, focuses on sensing, imaging and accelerating, and focuses on biomedical imaging for the time being. Center for Research in Data Science, Education in Data Science, called CREDS, as you know, already running the MTech program in data science. The first such program done by a center in this institute. So there are faculty from computer science, electrical, civil engineering, mechanical engineering, and physics and math being part of this program. And the idea of the center, of course, is to also run training programs to lay a strong foundation in data science, and also carry out research, and in both fundamental and also application into other areas. The Environmental Sciences and Sustainable Engineering Center, which we started this year, is again a multidisciplinary center. As you can see, it's almost all departments here: biology, chemistry, civil engineering, electrical engineering, humanities, mechanical engineering. All of them are part of this center, with 4 thrust areas which is now in marked. It's climate action, environmental and human health, resilient societies, and translating research and development into policy. So this center would also hope to play a role in policy making. So to feed these research centers, we also need facilities. So we set up central research facilities. The objective again is to develop and maintain state-of-the-art analytical fabrication facilities and high-end basic and applied for high-end basic and applied research. That's the objective of the central research facilities. So these research facilities would help collaboration and also develop highly qualified technical manpower in the country through training and outreach activities. So the idea of such centers is to make it available, whatever instruments, high-end facilities which we can get, we can set up, make it available to as many people as possible, not only within the institute but also outside this institute. So that is one of the main functions of this research facilities. And we have set up a few. It will be more coming in the years to come. The one with first set up and most active now is Central Instrumentation Facility and Central Micro Nano Fabrication Facility. We set this up with an initial outlay of 30 crores. This is fully functional and it is growing. Every year we are adding few more to it. We also set up a central facility for materials and manufacturing engineering. And this is again housing advanced manufacturing facilities. And this is again at a very small scale which we have now, but this will grow quite a bit. We have a separate building coming up for this center in the main campus. So we would see quite a big growth in these two areas, manufacturing and materials. As I mentioned earlier, that in 2020 we had started this startup and technology incubation center, which we call TechIn. So TechIn, again, we started our innovation center here from the day one when the institute started. The first batch came, there was already an innovation center. Things were a little slow to pick up. And once it starts picking up, we decided that we should also time for now an incubation and startup center. And also we had students graduating, and we hope many of you graduating students would come back and work with this center also. So right now the focus of the center is in 2-3 areas. So one is the Global Sanitation Center, to be set up in the Global Sanitation Center and for Center of Excellence in global, which is called WASH. Okay, so that will be set up there. And it will of course have a core technology innovation center which will also take up other smaller projects. Apart from these major centers in water and sanitation, biomedical and smart mobility and other activities. We are also working with MSMEs, small and medium enterprises, to help improve their processes and also come up with new ideas for products. The Technology Innovation Hub in Intelligent Collaborative Systems is again set up with the support of the Government of India. DST's mission on interdisciplinary cyber-physical systems. So we have a thrust area of energy and safety, and the idea here is again to come up with technologies which would help both the energy sector and also the safety in all areas. So here again the focus of the center would be to look at end-to-end solutions, so software and hardware both, such that finally we have something which is completely implementable on ground. So I would not take too much more of your time. Just to wind up, I want to say that we did have many outreach activities for this institute. However, due to COVID, many of these outreach activities are right now dormant, and we'll have to activate it again. And we wait for the situations to turn better, or we will innovate and start these activities again. Unnat Bharat Abhiyan, we know we are a regional center, and we have a center here for Unnat Bharat Abhiyan. We also are a regional center for Unnat Bharat Abhiyan. We have been working with many villages. As a regional center, we are in charge of 10 districts, 7 districts in Kerala. We are working with Kerala Institute for Local Administration to actually put a process in place for Unnat Bharat Abhiyan to work with the local administration, the local self-governments. And this is active right now, and we hope in another couple of months we will have a plan which will be a guideline for all other institutes in the country to look at and work. So as part of the UBA and also as our own outreach activity in other sense, we had started a few other programs. Also we had a public lecture series which we call Pale Blue Dot. Again, we conducted 3 of them, and then the COVID we had to stop. In fact, we did 2 live and then 2 in person and then 1 online, and we kind of realized the online such meetings are not really making the impact which we wanted to have, because we want the whole purpose of this public lecture series was to connect with the public, and we're not doing that very much through the online program, so we have put it on hold. We'll see how to reactivate this. We started a Palakkad Math Circle program, again part of the outreach activity. There were very many students and faculty very enthusiastic in doing this, did the pilot project, worked with a few schools, and we were to launch this in May, and then March is when the lockdown came, so we again have to put this on hold. Just now about our campus. This is now the situation of our campus. As you know, that is our main campus. Some of you had a tour of that to see in person what the status is. And what we see on the left is the Nila campus, where we are standing now. And that's the bird's eye view of our campus, with both Nila campus and the main campus visible in the thing. The scope of our program is this phase 1A is for 1,200 students to be ready by 2022. We are reached 1,200 students, and the campus is not yet ready, but the number of students have become 1,200. So part of the mandate we have met, but part of the part we have not. And the scope of the full scope would be to grow to 2,500 students in 7 years. 7 years, that means actually starting from 3 years back, so now another 4 years. We should be a 2,500 student campus. That's what the phase 1 of this campus would be, and phase 2 would be another 2,500, where we go to 5,000 students too. Just to give you a glimpse, this is the status of the thing. These are the 2 department blocks. We have 4 such units coming up, and 2 of them, and the structure is finished, and then we are still waiting for completion of the other work. And this is our classroom complex, which is 2 views of the same classroom complex, which is also coming up. And that would be the hostels, 2 blocks, 500 students each, 1,000 student hostel. You can see 2 wings. One wing will be for the girls and one wing will be for the boys. That's how each hostel is designed, with a central region which will be common for both. I'm also happy to see that our alumni has been very, very active, even though we have only 3 batches of students who now, 3 group batches of students have graduated, actually 2 graduating today, including that. But we have an active alumni already. That is very happy to see, and they are actually publishing a yearbook, which I have told that will come out soon. This is class of 2021, and there is a class of 2020 also is coming out. And they plan to have this every year, and which is very, very nice to see. This yearbook, I'm looking forward to seeing that. So let me conclude with a short message to all the students here. The class of 2021 has been very unique, because in addition to the BTech and MS students which we had in the last 2 years, we are the first PhD, MSc and MTech students graduating this year. So that's a unique feature of this year. And when you go out of this institute, you may choose to work on an abstract subject. You may choose to do something deeply theoretical. or you may become extremely hands-on. The choice is yours, and I'm sure you're equipped to do all of this, depending upon your interest. My short message to you is that whatever you do, remember that learning and keeping your learning activities active is as important as putting what you have learned into use. This is I would think, the mission of any educational institute, especially an Institute of Technology, would be to keep this flame in the students, the flame to learn. And if you have that, success will come to you automatically. The pandemic has shown us in reality, in life, that we cannot really imagine what is there in stock and what is come and where will be, what situation we will be. So you have to be ready, and to be ready, the only way you can do that, be ready, is to have that ability and the desire to learn new things. I'll just give a quote here from Mark Twain, which says, "Fiction is obliged to stick to possibilities, but truth isn't." So I leave it that for you to think. Wishing all of you a very enjoyable, healthy learning years ahead. Thank you.
Mr. Murugappan, M.M. Murugappan, my colleagues on the Board of Governors, members of the Board of Governors, all the students gathered here and not here who are graduating, the current students of the Indian Institute of Technology, Palakkad, parents of all the graduating students, my colleagues on the faculty and staff of the Institute, alumni, well-wishers, supporters of the IIT. It is indeed a great pleasure and in fact a privilege for me to be standing here in front of you on behalf of the IIT Palakkad team to present the degrees to the convocating students. First of all, I'd like to thank Mr. Murugappan for being here today. In every speech, it's always a cliche to say he's taken away time from his busy schedule. But I know he has taken away time from his busy schedule. We have to change, and it's very few people who actually today come for a live program. It's easier to do it online. And Mr. Murugappan has been very, very gracious, because at 5 o'clock he's driving out for another engagement. And it was really kind of you, Mr. Murugappan, and thank you so much for being here. This is not an introduction to him, but we are also extremely happy to have somebody like him today. I'm not introducing him, but I can't see a better person to be here in front of all of you today. I have known him for about 55 years. As a schoolboy, as a college person, as a family person, as a friend, and I have seen one thing which has been very, very consistent with him in 50 years of my dealing with him, irrespective of what he has been. And I think that's what I have learned from him every time I've met him. And that is his humility, his courtesy for the other person, his complete level of respect for people, irrespective of who the person is, how old or how not he is. And I think that's what makes him a great leader. And I think this is a great way for all of you to start your careers, by having an exceptional leader deliver the convocation address. I would like to present what I call my Asha. Asha is hope, Asha is dream. But as the chairman, I like to call it the annual stakeholders address. So it's my pleasure and privilege to do that, just to briefly share a little bit of our vision, our thoughts, and the activities for what we are doing or hope to do, in addition to, of course, what the director has said in great detail. It's been good that we have been active on multiple fronts. We've been active on very, very many fronts. We are a young institute. You are the second and third batches convocating. And as all you know, that today we are living in an extremely competitive world. The world is of little tolerance, of little give and take, and you have to fight your way in every little bit that we do, whether it's getting into a college or getting out, or resources, whatever it may be. And for a young institute like us, like ours, there are not only huge challenges, but there are huge opportunities. And it's very heartening to note in the short period that I have been associated with this institute, with IIT Palakkad, significant progress has been made. And therefore, I'll just spend a few moments from our perspective as to what have the initiatives been that have been relevant to our significant stakeholders. And when I say significant stakeholders, obviously the students are number one, the faculty, the industry group, and society at large, which is most important for people like us. The first thing we have done, and I hope the future batches will be beneficiaries of this, is taken a very intensive look at the curriculum and reviewed the curriculum to make it more contemporary, make it more relevant, and make it more international. It allows for a lot of flexibility for the students to achieve what they would like to achieve. And I know many of us, I am an IIT product, I know many of us, when we get into IIT, we have no idea where we are going to go, except that our parents forced us into this. And as we move along the journey, we sort of figure out what we want to do and how we want to do it. And I think this institute will give us that opportunity to find our path. It'll give you the opportunity to understand, it'll give the students the opportunity to understand what we want to do and how we can go. So a lot of flexibility and a student-friendly curriculum will be available. And the faculty have put in tremendous effort on this. I know that for certainty. The kind of effort they have put in reviewing, in looking, reaching out to people, peer group reviews. So we hope that this will set IIT Palakkad aside from many others. For over 50 years, from the time I graduated from college, and I've been fortunate enough to study from two of the premier institutes in the country, but one of the common things we have heard is our institutes have to make people more employable, and we need better industry interaction with and academia interaction. That has not changed in many, many years. I'm happy to say that the institute again has taken leads in trying to set this in place. So when we are talking about how do we improve the quality of the curriculum, how do we improve the quality of the output, how do we improve industry-academia interface, a lot of initiatives have been taken by the IIT team, Palakkad team, the faculty. We have started engaging with one of the very organized associations, the Automotive Component Manufacturers Association, and we have actually, the faculty have engaged with many companies in the country, and we are co-creating curriculum with industry. So I think 2 or 3 programs have already been designed and rolled out for the current batch. So we are looking at co-creating courses, not just for design, but for delivery, using people from industry, delivering courses in the campus, and therefore getting opportunities for internships, for projects, and for a whole lot of research work that we can do collaboratively with the industry. The third initiative that has already started paying dividends, but I'm sure it will take us forward, is the composition of an advisory council. So we have put together a group of 9 or 10 people, who are some of the best brains in this country. We have one gentleman sitting with us, Mr. Balagopal, and the fact that he has made more than 3 or 4 visits to the institute in the last 6 months is testimony to the fact that we have a very, very involved and committed group of people who will advise us, who will mentor us, who will guide us. So they are people who come from academics, from industry, from entrepreneurship, from just about every background. One of the most satisfying feedback that I got about this advisory council was one of the senior members of the advisory council. We had a big meeting in Palakkad, and 9 people came from all over the country just to attend this live. And one of the comments made by one of the senior members was, when you look at the composition of this advisory council, they will beat any company board in the country. They will beat any board of directors. And I think that was a great compliment to the institute. So I'm hoping that this group will help us, give us direction, give us guidance, and how do we make ourselves a world-class institute very soon. As I said, we don't have time. Today, the world is all about nanosecond responses, and we have to hit the road running. We have to work fast. So that's where we are. The campus you have seen, I'm sure all of you have gone through it. Many of you will regret that you weren't in this campus, but you have done many things which others have not done, including seen through a pandemic. So not many people have seen that. So each one of us gets something which is a learning. You have got your learning. And I hope in 2 years from now, when you come back as alumni, you will be seeing the campus in full swing. The final thing which keeps a place like this running, the final is the faculty and the staff. And I think you are all fortunate to have some of the best people in this country. You're fortunate because they are young, they are extremely qualified, and when I look at them in admiration because they could have worked anywhere in the world. And the fact that they chose to come back to first to come back to India and then to choose Palakkad is a great bonus for us. So we have some of the best people who could have been anywhere in the world. And as I said, we are getting more and more people like this. So I am sure that we are on a path to success, to greatness, to premiership in some way or the other. And lastly, of course, a convocation is about students and their families. So the final interested parties are the students and families. So first of all, to the parents of all the graduating students, if you're listening to me, all I can say is you can all be justifiably proud of your children and your wards, because, and you can heave a huge sigh of relief today, because your students have, your children and wards have achieved a significant feat. The Indian Institute of Technology, all said and done, is a great brand, not just in India, but I think the world over, people recognize and acknowledge the quality of an IIT product. And today you can justifiably say you are one from an IIT. But for parents, all I can say is, as an Indian parent, I'm one, I've been one, and I've had children of that age. The Indian parent never stops worrying, because you have now graduated. The next worry will be when you get a job. Or if you've got a job, the next worry will be when you get married. And if you're married, the next worry will be when you will have children. So the Indian parent will always keep worrying. And all I can say to the parent is, you have given children two strong things. You have given your children excellent roots to build a good foundation, and you have given them wings which allow them to fly. And I think with these wings, to allow them to fly and the foundation for them to come back home to their nest, you cannot worry more than this. So I'm sure your children will do you proud, your wards will do you proud, and will bring a great sense of joy and satisfaction to you. And finally, for all of you sitting here and not over here, everybody thinks that convocation is the end of a journey, and I've always found that there is no end of a journey. There is just a new journey. The new journey, the new tensions, the new aspirations, the new dreams, and I have learned that whatever you have done is no longer helping you. What you have to now start dreaming again. So all I know is I've been fortunate to be a part of the the best Indian educational system, as all of you are. And what I do have learned is any institution is only known, any organization or institution is only known by its products. And you are the products and output of this institute. And therefore, IIT Palakkad will only be known by you. And whenever we talk and say, oh, you're an alumni of this, you're an alumni of that, it adds not only to the individual, but it adds equity to the institution. So you are the ambassadors of this institute. You are the ambassadors of this college, and you have been extremely fortunate I can tell you that you're extremely fortunate that you are graduating from a nascent institute, a young institute. It's always nice to be part of a big show, but remember, when you're part of a young organization or you have molded the character of this institute. And you will mold the character of this institute as alumni of this institute. And that is what I think is important because, I graduated from the 5th batch of the Indian Institute of Management at Bangalore. We were a completely unknown entity. We were nowhere on the rankings. But 35 years later, when I see IIM Bangalore as number 1, we all thump our chests and say we had something to do with it. So it's the alumni who decide that this institute is going to be great, and it's the faculty that make the alumni who will make you great. So it's a great privilege and honor and a great foundation for you all for the next 30, 40 years of your life. But having said that, I would like to just, giving a younger generation advice is of no use. You are the ones to give us advice most of the times. But let me venture to do this because you have to keep quiet and I can talk. So I'm going to say this. We are all very fortunate to be products of an outstanding institutional system. Mr. Murugappan, after opening this, and he looks at the auditorium and he says it's amazing. Last 2 days, yesterday and today, he's gone through and he says, when I look at your labs and when I look at your equipment, I wouldn't say that they're comparable to educational institutions in the world. He says, I would compare them to companies in the world. He says, you have equipment and things which many companies would be proud to have. And I think we have been very, very fortunate to be getting this. But remember, this has come to us at the cost of something else. Every rupee that could have been spent in this institute could have gone for power, could have gone for water, could have gone for sanitation, could have gone for education, could have gone for healthcare. And the government in its wisdom has given it to over here. And therefore, while we are definitely beneficiaries of this, I would always like to remind students that we have a responsibility back to us in the country. And each one of us must give back in some way or the other to pay back the rent for having got something thanks to somebody else's generosity. So I would only leave you with that. We have a responsibility to each one of us. So I am not for a moment saying do not enjoy yourself. Please enjoy yourself. You must enjoy yourself. Make money, sure. Go around the world, sure. But always remember your foundation was here. We laid our foundation here, and I believe the building is only as strong as its foundation. And I'm sure you will all go back and make this institute proud, make your faculty proud, make your parents proud, make your family proud, and everyone else. So to all of you graduating students, and to the alumni who are not here of the previous batch, keep in touch. Keep in touch with your institute. Keep in touch with your faculty. This is your home. And like parents, the faculty, for a teacher, there is no greater joy than seeing their students do well. That is the only reward that they can justifiably see at all times. So that's my message to all of you. That's my message to my annual hope. Thank you all. Thanks to the IIT team for making all this happen. And God bless. Thank you. May I request the Dean Administration, Dr. Ganesh Natarajan, to introduce our chief guest.
Respected dignitaries and guests, colleagues and graduates, good evening everyone. It gives me immense pleasure to introduce Sri M. M. Murugappan, our chief guest for this convocation to this august assembly. A well-known industrialist, Sri Murugappan is a fourth-generation member of the Murugappa family and was the executive chairman of the Murugappa Group Corporate Advisory Board until November 2020. He currently serves as chairman of the Carborundum Universal Limited, a constituent company of the Murugappa Group, and also chairs the boards of Cholamandalam Mitsui Sumitomo General Insurance Company Limited and the Murugappa Organo Water Solutions. Sri Murugappan holds a bachelor's degree in chemical engineering from the University of Madras, India, and a Master of Science degree also in chemical engineering from the University of Michigan, Ann Arbor. He is a member of the American and Indian Institutes of Chemical Engineers, as well as the Plastics and Rubber Institute, and was elected the fellow member of the Indian Ceramic Society in 2006. Sri Murugappan is also an independent director on the boards of C&T Hyderabad and Carson Cumberbatch, Sri Lanka. He recently retired from the board of Mahindra & Mahindra and has served on the board of governors of IIT Madras for 6 years till November 2011, where he was instrumental in enabling several industry academic partnerships. He continues to mentor new incubator companies in his role as a member of the board of the IIT Madras Research Park. As a trustee of the group's AMM Foundation, he is actively involved in the development of various citizenship initiatives, particularly in the fields of education, healthcare, performing arts, and sport. We are indeed fortunate to have an experienced and respected industry leader like Sri Murugappan on the occasion of our very first hybrid convocation, and I'm sure that our graduating batches of students, some of who are here in person and others who are joining us virtually from across the globe, are eagerly looking forward to hearing from him. Sir, may I now request you to deliver the convocation address to the graduating batches of 2020 and 2021.
Director Professor Sunil Kumar, and members of the faculty and staff of IIT Palakkad, Chairman of the Board of Governors, Mr. Ramesh Venkateshwaran, members of the board, members of the Senate of IIT Palakkad, members of the Advisory Council, parents, family members, graduates of the class of 2020 and 2021, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Chairman and Director, for this rare honor and unique privilege to be amongst the finest minds in our country and their teachers. I'm deeply touched by the warmth of your hospitality and the kindness that you have shown to me. In fact, I find this solemnity quite overwhelming. To all you graduates, those present here and those who could not come and perhaps attending virtually, many congratulations on the successful completion of your various degree requirements. You have, I'm sure, done yourselves, your families, your teachers, and our nation proud. To begin with, perhaps in lighter vein, I wanted to share with you the text of a clip regarding a conversation speech, which was delivered in recent times. First, the convocation speaker profusely thanked the internet, Google, Wikipedia, and whatever you have. More importantly, the next round of acknowledgement was the facility that enabled copy-paste. And finally, the speaker thanked the creators of Google, Internet, Wikipedia, and of course, copy-paste. Hopefully, I will not have to do this. As the chairman and director have briefed me sufficiently on their vision for and aspirations of IIT Palakkad, which in my view has all the ingredients of progressively growing into one amongst the finest institutions of higher learning, not just in our country, but across the world. Yesterday, I had the opportunity to see some of the facilities, some of the new infrastructure that is being developed. I met with faculty in their respective laboratories. To say the least, it is extremely impressive. Not just the equipment, but talking to the faculty, talking to some of the students, talking to some of their assistants. Clearly, you are in one of the finest institutions, nurturing your dreams, being molded by your teachers, and inspired by a spirit of inquiry which has been kindled in you by them. To all of you, my salutations. My salutations because at much of your time here, you have been impacted by the pandemic, which has still not abated despite the best efforts of individuals, institutions, government, and society. To all of you students and faculty, I commend your tenacity and resilience. The pandemic has taught us many lessons. Each one of us has been impacted in some way, mostly sad. And this has caused us, in our own way, to reflect and introspect on many things, particularly on the fragility of life and the impact on livelihood. At this time, I pay tribute to all those who were and continue to be part of the crusade to contain and hopefully eliminate the pandemic. What has this pandemic taught us? The pandemic, in my view, has helped us find a deeper meaning in our lives. It's helped us find perhaps a deeper meaning in our work too, whatever we do. Family, friendship, and mutual support cannot be underscored. They are as important as ever. The pandemic has taught us the ability to understand and address uncertainty. Neither power nor wealth can stop the pandemic. In fact, during the pandemic, the inequality of wealth is also growing. Human health and health of the earth, our planet, go hand in hand. Prevention is better than cure. We need to trust science. Global threats require global collaboration. And this is evident with the development of the vaccine and the more recent development in very quick time of the mRNA vaccine as well. We need to adapt to change. Technology has impacted our lives. We need to see the benefit of it. Notwithstanding the impact of the pandemic, the world has also been engulfed in trade wars, territorial authority, changing geopolitical equations, which are often difficult to fathom and comprehend. Sadly, a part of our world experiences a horrifying spiral of death and destruction, violence and counter-violence, potentially caused by a widening gap of haves and have-nots. In addition, there's changing demographics, with younger people like yourselves coming into the workforce, and older people, that is an aging population that needs to be cared for. Climate change has now become a reality. And we are clearly experiencing this in India because the fundamental need of potable water and clean air is fast diminishing. It is this world, on the one hand, that seemingly presents so many difficulties, but it certainly presents great opportunities that are to be addressed in a sustainable manner. Developed nations grew on the backdrop of innovation. Developed nations grew on the backdrop of innovation. A free flow of ideas and talent, the spirit of free enterprise, and an efficient use of natural resources. India cannot lag behind. The challenge is the development of human capital, development of young people like yourselves in such fine institutions as the IIT Palakkad. And clearly, therefore, there are many, many institutions that are required, like yours, across various disciplines, not just in applied sciences and pure sciences, but also in terms of economics, management, the humanities, and the arts, all aspiring to world standards. Graduates of IIT Palakkad, you are privileged to have read at such an institution. As you step into this world of enormous need and hence a great opportunity, the challenge before you is to navigate this world of opportunity, which is dynamic, which is changing so rapidly. So don't look upon your careers just in terms of jobs. Seek those careers that can potentially provide you path-breaking opportunities while building enduring institutions. Choose careers that can provide you path-breaking opportunities while building enduring institutions. Your chairman Ramesh and I, and the advisory council member Bala, who's here, we share a friendship over past 5 decades. And during these 5 decades, each one of us, I'm sure your parents, and like any individual, I too faced some interesting challenges. My learnings at every stage of my education and later career have been immense. And while there were many moments of frustration and despair, on reflection, I do feel that life overall has been wholesome and fulfilling. Education during our high school days was at the end of a stick. Chairman Ramesh, Advisory Council member Bala, and I were boarded at the Lawrence School in the Nilgiris, not too far from here. Their vintage, of course, as you can see from the wisdom they portray, was much older than mine. It is a co-educational school with more than 100-year history. It had a strong military tradition. There was emphasis on academics, extracurricular activities, physical and military training. While Ramesh's family had a military tradition, it was evident that my parents did not wish for me to live in the lap of luxury in an urban home. Our teachers may not have been academically brilliant, but they built and molded our character. While we witnessed preventive, supportive, and corrective discipline, we were dealt with appropriate pastoral care. My learnings at that age was that in addition to discipline, there needed to be both dignity in conduct and independence in thought. Undergraduate study at the University of Madras at the Department of Chemical Engineering was a sharp contrast to high school. Large numbers in a classroom, a perceived sense of freedom, an attitude that was sometimes carefree and many times careless, until I came under the tutelage of some outstanding professors who were simplicity personified, selflessly dedicated, and greatly encouraging to our aspirations of pursuing higher studies. Graduate study at the University of Michigan in the United States brought me back to smaller classrooms, a multitude of class assignments which you're not unfamiliar with, a grading system where below class average was inadequate. In addition, it was a great cross-cultural experience with students from many countries. It was here that I learned that referring to a textbook during an open book quiz was only wasting precious time. I learned that there was a greater assessed grade in formulating a problem solution rather than getting the right answer. It was here that I learned not to underestimate any of my fellow classmates. My personal dream of pursuing a career in research and possibly academics was curtailed by the untimely demise of my father, who was more a friend to my younger brother and I. We carry this friendship to our children, and now perhaps to my one-year-old grandson as well. So the force of circumstance brought me into a family business. And so I came into a family business with some trepidation, but with the support of a larger family. Quite naturally, expectations were high relative to learning and managing a business, caring for my mother and a younger sibling, and navigating through the institutions of business and family. Today, though I formally stepped back from active business upon reaching the age of superannuation, I consider my learnings during my academic training days were most valuable. They were primarily on two pillars: the courage of conviction and the content of character. For these, I owe a debt of gratitude to my family and to my teachers, and I'm certain that you, the graduating class, do so too. Business today is not just about profit or financial performance. It goes beyond the need of growth, efficiency, and capability. In all these dimensions, a sound academic background is vital. Growing a business requires an appreciation of science and its interdisciplinary linkages. Doing so efficiently requires an understanding and appreciation of engineering, perhaps computing, and more recently, analytics. Building capability is not just about academic excellence. It also is about experiential learning and also building long-lasting relationships. And we need to have the humility to understand and acknowledge that all of us know just a fraction of what there is to know and to learn. Going beyond just learning is building these enduring institutions. All these has stood me in good stead, and I hope it will do to you too. What is inspiring to me in India today is that now we recognize young minds. Young minds like yourselves bring in with ideas, who together with their teachers have spawned many businesses, leveraging their technological capabilities. Science, technology, and hence business have no real boundaries. And it is my sincere hope that reading at IIT Palakkad has provided you that spirit of exploration without any fear. Looking to the future, any institution, be it academic, social, government, or business, will be evaluated by its commitment to sustainability, a commitment to the environment, a commitment to social good, and a commitment to good governance. Underlying all this is building sound relationships and great trust. These, however, has some prerequisites. In our business, we call it the 5 lights. First is the light of integrity, to value professional and personal integrity above all else, to earn trust with every action. The next is passion, to have a healthy desire to achieve, stretch goals, while striving constantly to improve and being energetic always. Quality, to take ownership of your work, unfailingly meet higher standards in quality, in what you do and how you do it. Take pride in excellence. Respect. Respect every individual. Be open and transparent. Provide everyone equal opportunities to progress. Be responsible citizens, finally, and make a difference to the environment so that lives can be changed for the better. Do it with all humility. So to you all graduates, while growth, efficiency, capabilities are vital to a business, strong values are vital to visionary leadership, which makes a huge difference in your lives and lives of others. As you leave the portals of this fine institution, you have a world of opportunity ahead, seeking your unique skills and capabilities. You're a privileged part of our aspiring nation. Do not wither it away. May your lives and careers be most rewarding and fulfilling, and may you take your obstacles in your stride. I read this anonymous piece, which I would like to share with you in closing. May we all be endowed with the optimism and the will to envision in our minds sustained images of the future of our nation, our organizations, our communities, our families, and ourselves, so that we are all mobilized into positive action to make these images come true sooner than later. Class of 2020 and class of 2021, many congratulations and best wishes to yourselves and to your teachers. May God bless you all, and thank you for this occasion.
Thank you very much, Mr. Murugapan. Thank you. I already know that we are extremely fortunate to have you here, and I'm glad our students and alumni have had an opportunity to listen to you. May I go to the next part of the program? To the Senate, does it please the members of the Senate to approve the award of the degrees of the Institute to the candidates who have become eligible to receive them at this convocation? Mr. Director, please award the degrees of the Institute to all eligible candidates who may be proposed by the deans.
Mr. Registrar, please propose the number of candidates who have become eligible for the award of the various degrees of the Institute at this convocation.
Sir, I propose that 283 candidates be awarded the degrees of the Institute at this convocation. I also propose that 130 candidates be awarded the degrees in person and 153 candidates be awarded the degrees virtually and in absentia.
By the authority vested in me as the Chairman of the Senate and the Director of the Institute, I shall award the degrees to the candidates presented by the Deans. Deans, please present the candidates who have become eligible for the award of the degrees of the Institute and are receiving them in person and in absentia.
Thank you. We shall first present the degrees to all eligible candidates who are present in person. Our very first Doctor of Philosophy, Mr. Abhilash PM. Master of Science by Research, Gopika Rajagopal. Neeraj CR. Parvati S. Rebecca Mary Paul. Rekha S.S.
Master of Science in Chemistry, Tiwari Ankit Dinanath. Anup Hari H.G. Pandey Anurag Rajesh. Arpita Panda. Nitasha M.A., Rajani Kudumula, Rimisha A.C., Master of Science in Physics, Hridya R., Ram Sagar Sahani, Shweta Saini, Master of Technology, Geotechnical Engineering, Arya Krishna, Bandaru Balaji Sai Kumar, Chikireddy Naresh, Sai Kumar KT, Shankar P, Utsav, Master of Technology, Manufacturing and Materials Engineering, Deepank Rahi, Donald Rahul R, Jitin Raj E.K., Jyotish S.V., Mishra Shyam Fulchand, Ramdas Sainath, Shidin Tom,
Bachelor of Technology with Honors in Civil Engineering, Pamu Abhitesh, Saeed Umar Ali Saeed Amjad Ali, Abhishek Bagri, Shyam Sundar Goyal, Abhishek Kajla, Adarsh Kumar, Anand Kumar Sharma, Bandam Sai Srujan, Kuyuru Karunakar, Kasar Milind Manoj, Paneria Rahul Viren Kumar, Purav Kotia, Raghav Tiwari, Raman Yadav, Tina Roy, Bukya Satish Chandra, Bachelor of Technology with honors in Computer Science and Engineering, Ahmed Sahir Dadarkar. Pandravisham Shivasantosh, Bachelor of Technology in Computer Science and Engineering 2020, Giddipati Sriharsha. Kurapati Vamshi Pramod. Prabjot Singh. Rajendra Singh. Sheikh Muhammad Mustafa Sharif. Shubham Gupta. Ballala Vishnu Teja. (2021) batch, Abhishek Saran, Akhilesh Patidar, Anish Jain, Chandana SK, Dasiri Sravan Kumar, Devansh Singh Rathore, Irisani Sajid Kumar, Himanshu Jain, Pakalapati Manas Sanjay, Priyanshu Srivastav, Rakesh Kumar, Sai Dikshit Kadgojwala, Sakshi Rathore, Shruti Umat, Vaibhav Jindal, Vipin Kumar Seth, Drishya P, Muhammad Yasin, Navineet M. Nambiar, Bachelor of Technology with Honors in Electrical Engineering, Maria Rose Joseph. Bachelor of Technology in Electrical Engineering 2020, Anjali Agarwal. Anipugu Sumant Paul, Arjun Dev, Aishwarya A, Magatoti Dilip Kumar, Sheikh Afroz Arshad, Bugudamidhi Venkata Sai Prasad, Bachelor of Technology in Electrical Engineering, 2021. Akula Sairam. Ashini Najina Jalil. Bala Narasimha MBS. Bipin Gami. Deepak Nayak Dasawat. Deepu George Kurian. Desai Satchit Padmanabh. Edla Lekhana. Gunjan. Nimmala Shirisha. Niranjana S. Papa Aditya Surya Tarun. Chivurala Pavanchandra. Ritvik P. Sandra Mary Jacob. Shah Sparsh Mukesh Bhai. Vemi Reddy Fanindra Reddy. Yadav Pushkar Jagannath. Rachala Rohit Reddy. Bachelor of Technology with Honours in Mechanical Engineering, 2021, Gautam G. Kumar. Bachelor of Technology in Mechanical Engineering, 2020, Adarsh Singhpuri. Ashwin K. Raghu. Chaitanya Kawase. Nidhi. Rohit Kumar. (2021) batch, Akash Surendran. Amin Swami Prasad, Dinesh Bhai. Amit Ajit. Anthony Paulos. Aravind Krishnan. Arjun K. Vikram. Harshraj. Nillipudi Poojitha Reddy. Nitin Vishwakarma. Palla Remu Ritvik. Peddireddy Sai Satvik. Royala Benhar. Wakchaure Shubham Balasaheb. Shyam Krishna M. Abhinav Kumar Singh. Alfred Anthony. And Sakre Omkar Sanjay.
We shall now present the degrees to all eligible candidates in absentia. Master of Science by Research, Amit Makhija. Bejit Kalita. Rajat. Vibha S. Master of Science in Chemistry, Deepika Varshne. Deepanjana Sarkar. Jyoti Yadav, Mithu Kumari, Nikhil Kumar, Priti Kang, Rohit Sharma, Somo Mondal, Tripti Kundu, Master of Science in Physics, Abhinash Das, Biplab Biswas, Dinu T.S., Neeraj Kumar, Pram Milan P. Robin, Rahul Kumar Rajput, Ved Krishna, Yash Chug, Master of Technology, Geotechnical Engineering, Divya Sanwani, Manish Meena, Mutirewala Lokaiya Sundar Ganesh, Master of Technology, Manufacturing and Materials Engineering, Aditya Prasad, Debabrata Das, Govinda Gautam, Kumar Hemjit, Mahida Akshay Kumar Vasram Bhai, Sumit Kumar, Utkarsh Dixit, Vikas Kumar. Bachelor of Technology in Civil Engineering with Honours 2021, Srijan Pal, Bachelor of Technology Civil Engineering 2020, Balram Kumar, Chiluveru Apurva, Deepak Kumar, Dharma Ram Meghwal, Gopal Karwa, Gyan Ranjan Raut, Harshvardhan Singh, Mark Nari Lingfa, Piyush Dhakad, Ponnamalla Ankit Surya, Rajapantula Anudip, Sanu Raj, Shreyas Shukla, Sonu Mittal, Thabba Chaitanya Reddy, Vivek T.V., Deepak Meena, Govinda Bhakna, Lokesh Meena. BTech in Civil Engineering 2021, Ankit Kumar Yadav, Banka Tulasi, Dayaram Meena, Gaurav Singh, Gulshan Kumar, Himanshu Khandelwal, मुकेश कुमार महतो, नीरज बालोट, पीयूष चौधरी, प्रकाश कुमार, राजन कुमार शर्मा, पुष्पेंद्र कुमार। Bachelor of Technology, Computer Science and Engineering 2020, Gautam Kumar, Kavale Vishwajit Bhimrao, Amit Vikram Singh, Arko Sharma, Gujjala Badrinath Reddy, Ishan Gadgil, Kaushal Kishore, Kuldeep Singh Bhandari, Nikhil Kumar Yadav, Pankaj Kumar, Patrick George, Sachin Hasda, Saptadeep Das, Satvik Chaudhary, Shiv Kumar Sudar, Saurav Agrawal, Sparsh Jain, Surendra Baski, Vismay Raj T, Arpit Singh, Himanshu Rai, Ipsita Singh. Bachelor of Technology, Computer Science and Engineering 2021, Rubal, Venkat Sai Akash Chirla, Badal Kumar, Juppalli Jaya Madhav, Konuru Shiva Dhanush, Madaka Srikar Reddy, Marella Shiva Sai Teja, Muhammad Talha Yasin Khan, Pulagam Prudvi Vardhan Reddy, Sirpa Sahul. Bachelor of Technology, Electrical Engineering with honors, Oruganti Grishmant Reddy, Roshan P. Matthews, Sanivarapu Eswara Rai Varun Teja Reddy, Bachelor of Technology in Electrical Engineering 2020, Lokesh Kudu, Ayush Jain, Badhireddy Sai Vidyananda Reddy, Guntur Reddy Nitin, Khetawat Suresh Ramesh, Sai Suchit Mahajan, Manoj Kumar S, Nandala Avinav, Naveen V, Phule Anish Sunil, Raju Ranjan Kumar, Sachin Rustagi, Saksham, Bhagavate Shruti Manish, Vikas Bharti, Vishal Chaudhary, Vishnu Vaidya, Amit Kumar, Edupunganti Vinay, Inge Saurav Narendra, Patakota Pranavi, Shantanu Bharatiya, Bachelor of Technology, Electrical Engineering, 2021, Kalle Karthik, Mara Jatsna Sivani, Muskan Maheshwari, Rahul R, Tullimilli Anil Kumar, Vaisak M, Veguru Pravarsha, A. Emmanuel Jufel Dalmaida, Shwetank Verma. Bachelor of Technology in Mechanical Engineering with honors, Sangadala Gayatri. Bachelor of Technology in Mechanical Engineering, 2020, Achilles A.S., Aman Sharma, Anantakrishnan Bhagya Rajan, Animesh Raikwar, Arjun Thangaraj R, Gannavarapu Naga Srihari, Gokul R, Jayaram R, Jitin Lal Pradeep K, Kausadikar Varad Prashant, Kotturi Sai Nikhil, Manish Kumar, Melvin M. Sunny, Patel Ketan Umed Bhai, Sanjay Pradeep, Shubham, Talabatula Jayaram, Utsav Khaitan, Aditya Kumar Yadav, Gaurav. Now, Bachelor of Technology, Mechanical Engineering, 2021, Vishal Kumar, Divyans Khare, Gopu Krishnan M, Kapil Raj Meena, Rajan Bind, Sushil Kumar. Thank you.
Mr. Dean, Dr. Anand TNC, please read out the names of prize winners among the graduates in absentia to this August assembly.
The medal for the best BTech student in civil engineering for 2020 is to Govinda Bakna. Best BTech student in computer science and engineering 2020, Saurabh Agarwal. Best BTech Student in Mechanical Engineering 2021, Sangadala Gayatri. The Institute Medal for Master of Science 2021, Jyoti Yadav. Thank you.
Mr. Dean, Dr. Anand TNC, please read out the names of prize winners among the graduates who are present in person to this August assembly. May I request the chief guest, Sri Murugappan, and the Chairman Board of Governors to kindly join me in honoring the prize winners. May I further request Sri Murugappan to kindly give away the prize to the winners.
The medal for the best BTech student in electrical engineering for 2020 to Vishal Chowdhury. I request his parent to collect the medal on his behalf. The best BTech student in Mechanical Engineering 2020, Rohit Kumar. Best BTech student in Civil Engineering 2021, Pamu Abhitesh. Best BTech student in Computer Science and Engineering 2021, Ahmed Zahir Dadarkar. The best BTech student in Electrical Engineering 2021, Roshan P. Matthews. I request his parent to collect the medal on his behalf. The best MTech student in Geotechnical Engineering 2021, Arya Krishna. The best MTech student in Manufacturing and Materials Engineering 2021, Shidin Tom. The best MSc student in Chemistry 2021, Arpita Panda. The best MSc student in Physics for 2021, Hridya R. The Institute Medal for Masters of Technology in 2021 goes to Shidin Tom. The Institute Medal for Bachelors of Technology in 2020 goes to Vishal Chowdhury. His parents will collect the medal. The Institute Medal for Bachelors of Technology in 2021 goes to Pamu Abhitesh. Thank you.
On behalf of all those assembled here, may I request the Chairman Board of Governors to present a memento to the Chief Guest. On behalf of the IIT Palakkad fraternity, may I request the Director to present a memento to the Chairman, Board of Governors.
Graduates of the year, I charge you that in thought, word, and deed, you will ever maintain the purity, dignity, and integrity of your profession and honor of our institute. Graduates of the year, please take the pledge.
I request all the graduates to stand up and take the pledge. We, the graduates of the Indian Institute of Technology Palakkad, on our graduating day today, hereby pledge that we shall always remain honest in our thoughts, deeds, and discharge of duties. We shall always maintain the integrity of our alma mater and uphold the dignity of our profession. We shall utilize our knowledge, skills, and experience to the best of our abilities in order to contribute to the progress of our nation and to the service of humanity at large.
I declare the convocation closed.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उज्जल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
I request all of you please remain standing for the procession to receive.